Hello everybody, Epsilon 9 here, and I'm playing without a doubt one of my all-time favorite games, Metal Saga. As far as I know, this is the only game in the Metal Max franchise that got released in the West, and supposedly it is the weakest entry into the franchise, but that didn't stop me from playing it for a solid year. For 1 full year, this was the only game I played. By choice. I'll explain what these mean. Yeah, stereo, self-explanatory, message speed 4 as fast as it goes, vibrations obvious. Smart Park, this game has tanks, in case you didn't know. Smart Park means that, if you get into an area where you can't take a tank, you'll automatically leave the tank as opposed to actually having to manually press the button. I kind of prefer it that way. But they do give you the option. Let's go for something short and simple. You want to become a hunter? I don't know why she has an accent. Most of the women I do have accents. Why is he thinking about this all of a sudden? Well, I think it's a bad idea. It's a terrible, needless job. Not really. People need hunters, kinda. There's a bunch of monsters out there. It's dangerous. Excuse me. It's dangerous. You don't have a steady income. Most people don't have a very high opinion of hunters. If I had my way, your father wouldn't be a hunter either. Ellipses. Shaku. That's just how I feel, E9. Now there's still plenty of time for you to train as a mechanic in order to inherit the family business. I think you'd be really good at it, and not just because you're my son. So, will you try it out? Something more stable than being a hunter? Sure, I'll try being a mechanic. It's not like I can't change my mind later. It's not like I don't have free will, right? Please give my mom the benefit of the doubt, make her happy. It looks like my little boy's all grown up now. You are my son after all, so it only makes sense that you become the best mechanic around. I've always believed in you. You didn't really believe in me becoming a good hunter. But I'm a jack of all trades. Great hunter. Potentially, could have been. But I'm a great mechanic. Oh, hey, Eddie. He's really settled down, You mean E9? Yeah, you'd think he was born to be a mechanic. To be, Dad, E9 is working really hard. I know. Nina's a good teacher. I'm sure he'll be the best mechanic around. But he's my son, too. I always thought he'd make a good hunter. Ellipses. What? Are you actually jealous? Huh? Well, how can I say this? I guess I'm jealous. Maybe a little. When he was a kid, he always ran around saying, I want to be a hunter like Daddy when I grow up. I guess I just got my hopes up. Ellipses. It's his life, though. He can make his own decisions. Being a hunter is far from easy. As a parent, it's nice not to worry about him dying. I guess. What do you mean you guess? And so, E9 inherited the family business, spending his life as a mechanic. He would never fight a giant flying manta ray, nor would he find a pet dog with heavy artillery on its back. No, he wouldn't even counter a cult of bodybuilders obsessed with ab toning and proper waxing techniques. Truly, E9 lived one of the most boring lives ever imagined, despite the fact I'm in a post-apocalyptic wasteland where those things exist. Sure, he eventually gets married and has a few kids who go on to lead equally dull and boring lives. Ouch. And of course he dies quietly in bed. But every man dies. Not every man truly awakens an attractive female robotic weapon designed long ago by scientists that time forgot. Don't I know it? E9 didn't anyway, that's for sure. Ouch, cutting deep. Oh. What? This game is a lot shorter than I remember. How did I spend an entire year playing a game you can beat in 5 minutes? I mean, granted, it's got some fun characters. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Nice dialogue, character design. Graphics are pretty good for what year did this come out in? It had pretty good graphics for its time and a very limited budget. Success actually took a chance on this game, seeing as how... Yeah, this is like halfway into the Metal Max series. I mean, granted, it doesn't have any ties to the Metal Max. Metal Max is just like a series of gameplay styles, not necessarily an overarching story, per se. It is kind of set in the same universe. Kind of curious what's the deal with all these wanted posters, though. I mean, the flying manta ray, the attractive female robot, the cult of bodybuilders, that all sounds so familiar, as if I'd seen them before, but I guess I'm just remembering them from what the game told me I could have done but didn't because I decided to become a mechanic. And then my memory just ran wild with it from there. Was I on drugs that year? Like, prescription drugs that just didn't react well? Or maybe reacted too well, depending on what I was diagnosed with at the time, or misdiagnosed with. I didn't go to quality doctors for a good portion of my life. All the people scrolling through the credits right now, I would like to thank them for making this game, however short it may have been. Also, thank you to the translators, the editors, and such and so forth. QA testers? I recall there being some bugs in this game, so... But then again, this game is kind of big. And also, I'm not sure about some of the random events that are supposed to happen, but, you know... Special thanks to the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. Right on. Well, thank you, Atlas, and everyone, I will see you next time.